Ladies and gentlemen, normally for my first video of any shooting day, I shoot a cherry video, but today is a serious video following up on on the Ashley Massaro death from last Thursday. Now the su- now the heart now the heart attack story that I referenced was fed to was fed to the was fed to the media was fed to the media by the WWE machine because because Vince had Vince the slime ball McMahon had men fo- following Ashley wherever she went, and 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 there's a reason for that. You remember how last week I I told you that during that during this during the Saudi one of the Saudi Arabia tour one of the Iraq tours in the middle of last decade. No, it was the WWE on its own. One of the WWE tours in the middle of last decade. It it turns out a a, a couple a couple a couple like 5 hours before the uh the WWE tributes to the troops show that that Vince that Vince McMahon, the slime ball, got approached by a couple bad eggs, let's just call them. No, let's call them what they are. Fucking rapist perverts. And they they said, "Look, Vince, we want we want after the show we want a couple of a couple of a couple of divas, for us to have fun with." And you'd think, now this isn't the the senile 74-year-old Vince McMahon. This is the 49 to 54 Vince McMahon. You'd think he would say, no guys, that's not gonna happen. Well, uh, he not only said, he not only said, sure guys, you can do whatever. He, he said which, which, which Steve is, which Steve is D, which Steve is do you want? Which Steve is do you want? Now I know, but now I know because I saw some reports, but I'm not gonna share who who el- who else they wanted but didn't get. If you want to know that, you can you can look it up yourself on on what I'll give you what culture whatculture.com and cultaholics.com and and maybe Dave Meltzer's website, but he's so far kissing Vince McMahon's ass that he probably just covered that up. But I think that's disgusting. So and eventually, you know, I was gonna be like, cool. Maybe now, maybe now that there's gonna, maybe now that there's gonna be uh competition between AEW and WWE. Look, USA shareholders. I I called by June 15th. I want I want I want USA to cancel Raw by June 15th. And if you don't, I'll go after you. I'll go after NBC Universal. And I'm not a small YouTuber anymore. I'm growing. So I got a little more stroke now than I did before with the with with timeless and stuff. I can make things happen. I got friends in high places with in the YouTube community, and 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 Fox and FS1. If you don't drop, if you don't drop, if you don't drop out of, if you don't drop out of this of the SmackDown contract, I'll go after you guys too, and and I won't stop, and I won't stop until the only the only entity that you have left is Fox News because I don't give a shit about Fox News, and I'm sorry for all this cussing, but I'm very angry because I just look that I've got I- I've got I've got two two sisters. I've got I've got my 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 mother. I got a lot of I got a lot. I got a lot of. I got a lot of. I got a lot of female cousins and female friends, and that kind of stuff just irritates the hell out of me. And anybody that disliked this video, you might as well unsubscribe because you'll be benched. I'm sorry for my subscribers that like this video. I'm sorry for I'm sorry for my language and for YouTube. Look, th- this is a real story, you guys, and and for the wealth of 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 your website, you better you, you better vet this story all over the place because outside of double or nothing, ever since this Ashley Massaro follow-up news broke that double or nothing and the Ashley Massaro update is all that anybody can talk about. Like, and a reminder to Fox and to NBC Universal, cancel cancel your contracts or I'll go after you. Cancel your contracts with the two WWE shows. And any and Ashley, don't go anywhere with without at least five guys, five guys, five guys following you for protection. Um, because I would just go off if if that if that senile little bastard did something like that with Ashley Flair. Now that's done, and I'm sorry for the length of this video, but I think that needed to be said. Next video, a much easier topic. I'm done.